Good evening, everyone. Hello. Starting a bit late, but you know, I had guests and um we're having some lovely drinks, so I didn't even talk to the guests that much. I just got distracted. But hello. Welcome to our what I have titled the alternate reality stream. I had mentioned a few times that there is the next big story missions that we have on the docket are In Your Heart Shall Burn. No, no. I've already forgotten which the name of the one we're doing today. They're all named after pieces of the chant, which is why I'm just spouting off stuff from the chant. But the point is that they're in Hushed Whispers and In Your Heart Shall Burn. Anyway, the point is, it's the siding with the Templars or siding with or trying to recruit the Templars and trying to recruit the mages. I had mentioned that these are mutually exclusive quests. Once you do one, the other will become inaccessible. But I do like both. In Hushed Whispers is my favorite, and it's the one we're going to go with. But I wanted to show you the Templar quest. So we're going to do the Templar quest as a sort of alternate reality of like what might have been, and then we will do In Hushed Whispers. I don't remember how long they are. Whether or not we do them both tonight is going to depend on how quickly the Templar mission goes. Because I'll say if it goes like, if the stream has been going for like 2 hours, then we might call it there and have a nice shorter stream. I'm very tired, so that might not be a bad thing. But I also get hyped playing Inquisition, so we'll see. I'm just going to play it by ear, and once I'm through the Templar mission, I will decide whether or not we're going to save In Hushed Whispers for next time. Also, because I know a lot of people are busy tonight, and I really love In Hushed Whispers, so there's also a part of me that's like, maybe I'll wait until more people are free. But I've done all, like, side quests and stuff. We're totally ready. Like, there's literally nothing else for me to do, except I guess maybe try and fight the dragon again, but that went so poorly last time that I don't know about that. But yeah, so yeah, there's literally nothing else for us to do except go to the next. That's not true. I guess we have the Forbidden Oasis. I could hit up the Forbidden Oasis if the Templar mission ends at an awkward time, and I can still play for a bit more, but don't want to get into In Hushed Whispers yet. Anyway, all this to say that we're playing it by ear tonight. Yeah. Thanks for the follows that happened during the intro screen. Appreciate you. What else is there to say? I guess recap. I'll recap what happened. So, the state of the world that we find ourselves in. We're playing as Galadriel 2, who is a Dalish elf. The Dalish elves are a nomadic people that each tribe is different from the other, and they stay on the move because they have like different beliefs about a few things, but mainly magic than the like main society. So the main society follows like religion that is basically fantasy Catholics. They are people who worship the Maker, believe the Maker is the one God who created the world. They also worship the Maker's bride, Andraste, who is basically like Jesus meets Joan of Arc. That's a whole thing. The Chantry is what they're called. The Chantry has a lot of beliefs about like magic that we won't get into right now because whatever, but like the main thing is that they believe that magic has to be controlled. So if you show signs of having magic because you intuitively have magic as a mage, it's not something you learn. If you show signs of having magic, then much like Force users, Jedi, hello, Saberni. You get whisked away to what is known as the Circle of Magi, where you are sort of under Chantry control, and the Templars, who are like Chantry soldiers who take like a magic dust called Lyrium to have the ability to kind of negate magic around them. The Templars are supposedly there to protect others from mages, but also the mages from themselves and protect mages from people who hate them, etc., etc. To varying degrees of success. There's been a lot of cases where the circles and the Templars abused their power over the mages, and it got to the point where even the better circles had mages who were upset about their lack of freedom and their inability to go about, make their own choices. So that kind of built and built over the last 2 games until there was the Circle of Magi voted to rebel, basically, to break off from the Chantry and the Circle and govern themselves. And so there has been a war, civil war between the Templars and the Magi all across various kingdoms in the world of Thedas. And that is kind of where we found ourselves in the middle. We found ourselves in the middle of that because we are a mage who was sent by our keeper. We weren't raised in the Circle. We were raised because the Dalish believe different stuff. We were raised by the Dalish. They sent us to spy on a meeting between some leaders of the Templars and mages. This meeting went, and the Chantry is the main thing. The Chantry was trying to make peace between the 2 groups. It went badly. There was an explosion. We were blamed for a while. Now people believe that Andraste herself saved us, which we feel weird about because we don't really believe in Andraste. Yeah, so this explosion was a big magical explosion. It tore a rift in the sky. This rift is attached to the Fade, which is the realm of spirits and demons and dreams, and was pouring demons into the world. And there's like little mini rifts everywhere with demons coming out of them, and also left a scar on our hand called the Anchor. That is also a rift, and we can use it to like close other rifts. But to close the big rift, we need more power. So we either need the help of the Templars, and their magic suppressing abilities, or the help of the mages and their magical abilities. Last time we went to meet with the leader of the mages because she had come to us to be like, hey, I think we can help each other, but didn't really say much more about what she wanted to talk to us about. So we went and met her in Redcliffe, where she was like, I haven't met you before. I did not invite you here. And we were like, what the fuck? Then we got a secret. Then we met Alexius, who is from the Tevinter Imperium, which is like the one country in the world where mages rule and where the Circle rules, and the mages govern the Circle, not the Chantry. And the Chantry, well, they kind of do the Chantry. They have a different Chantry. It's a whole thing. But anyway, they're sketchy. So Alexius was all like, oh yeah, the mages work for me, but we could help you out, maybe, let's talk about it. But then Alexius' son Felix interrupted the meeting, pretended to be ill, so Alexius ran off with him, but in the meantime Felix slipped us a letter telling us that somebody wanted to meet us, that we were in danger and someone wanted to meet us. So we went to the local Chantry in the Redcliffe to meet this mysterious person, where we found a rift. We closed the rift, but these rifts were weird. They had little pockets of magical areas that when we went into them, time either slowed down or sped up. Time was all wonky around these rifts. And we're like, well, I guess we don't know what rifts do, but maybe they're just weird. But the guy who sent us a letter, Dorian, who was a Tevinter mage, was like, no, this is happening because Alexius has been experimenting with time magic, and he's gonna fuck up everything, and we need to stop him. He also doesn't like you. So Dorian basically warned us away from dealing with Alexius and wants our help stopping him from messing with time magic. So that is where we left off. Is we have, on the mage's side, we have a trap that has been set for us by Alexius, but that we should try and figure out anyway, because maybe we can still recruit the mages and stop Alexius from doing whatever the fuck he's doing with weird time magic. Or we have the Templars, who have broken from the Chantry and are super mad and hate mages and are being really pissy. So those are our 2 choices. We're going to do the Templars first, again, as an alternate reality. That won't be the choice we make we are going to go with the mages. My first playthrough ever, I went with Templars. I made a lot of choices I don't usually make with my first playthrough ever. Reminder that I have played before, but people in the chat haven't, so let's still keep the chat spoiler free. My first playthrough, I was like, I played as a dwarf who was like, didn't really know much about magic, was a little bit sketched out by the whole deal, and was like, oh, this is clearly a trap. And I, as a player, was like, okay, something's going to be up with the Templars as well. Like, there's no way it's going to go any smoother. But my character doesn't know that, and she's also kind of sketched out by magic because she was a dwarf, and dwarves don't have magic. They have no access to the Fade. They don't even dream. So they, yeah, so I went with that because I knew that I tend to side with the mages so, in everything. So I was like, in future playthroughs, I'm almost certainly going to side with the mages every time. So I'm, in my first playthrough, going to try to make choices that I wouldn't normally make so I have more fun stuff to do on my future playthroughs. Anyway, that was all my reasoning there. But before we jump into seeing the alternate reality, we did meet up with a couple of people in Redcliffe, including Connor, who you might remember from the first game. But we also met up with a guy who, because Redcliffe had been locked down by the mages being in it, he wasn't able to visit his wife's grave. So I did go visit. We offered to put flowers on her grave for him. And so I did do that off stream. So here, let me just pop over. I took a screenshot of because I was like, oh, I should have saved this so you could just see this is the gravestone. Text on Senna's shrine. Senna, beloved, may your ashes be gathered by Falundin and carried safely after all the long years you carried me, which is I was like sure that it was going to say something, but then I was like, this is actually, it's a very short, very kind of sweet mission. So yeah, so that's what I ran off. I ran off and found some more stuff for Blackwall, some more Grey Warden stuff. Yeah, I didn't do a lot off stream because honestly there wasn't a lot to do off stream. I've kept up with the side quests pretty well, so yeah. So let's jump into it. Excuse me, let me make this the proper size. Pop back. And here we are. Yeah, so I just, we're back in Redcliffe to just wrap up. So this is the guy whose grave I went to put flowers on.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine.
I sure did.
I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falundin and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me. Thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Maceranus, Dalen, take this with my gratitude. Senna would have wanted you to have it.
Yeah, so some of that's, I think, specific to the fact that we're a Dalish elf, because he's also an elf. Yeah. So again, short, not related to the plot, doesn't really matter as terms of side quests, but I really like it. I think it's a nice little touch that helps humanize the world. Oh, that's that. Okay, the other quest we did was Lord Woolsley was a ram, a special ram that talks to a guy. They were like, that's weird. So, but it had run off and, oh dear. Ma'am? You good? She just kind of hopped up and down for a second there. Oh, sir? Yes. Oh, he's having a time. Okay. Yes, here he is. So we found the ram. We could tell him apart from other rams because he was this brightly colored fella off in the corner over there. And then we were like, okay, so we're supposed to just tell you that, oh, what was his name? One-Eyed Jimmy misses you. And then the ram was like, oh, yeah, bet, and ran off to go home. And it was like, oh, so he does talk. That seems not normal. Anyway, we're not going to fuss around with this colorful ram too much, but my recollection is, like, if you attack him, he does turn out to be a demon. We're not going to worry about it. Okay. Oh no, I got myself stuck in here. That's okay, we're going back to Haven. We're going back to Haven, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we're gonna chat with everybody. I think I'm going to... It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Hey, it's probably fine. I think a demon that is possessing a ram is probably chill, right? They're not trying too much. They just wanna chill in nature. Who hasn't wanted to just be an animal with all the cares of an animal, you know? Anyway, I'm going to also chat with everyone before we head off to alternate reality land. I think as per the chat we had at the end of last stream, I'm going to stop flirting with anyone who isn't Josie, Cullen, or Solus. And then...
Yes?
By the time we finish in Hushed Whispers, whether that's tonight or next week, we should lock in a romance. We should decide.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I expected more. More men, better equipment.
Wow, rude.
You may have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
Brute force is not always the answer. There are plenty of other paths to
Yeah,
victory.
like asking nicely.
True enough. Still, it never hurts to be prepared.
That's also
One thing
true.
I will say about your men, they're passionate, devoted. You inspire them. Build on that foundation, and you will have an army that makes nations tremble.
Oh, boy.
What do you think about all this trouble between the mages and Templars?
Looking at it from where we stand, it seems inevitable. But that could be hindsight. How many of us actually saw it coming? Either way, I don't think the Chantry will ever recover.
What do you think of Haven?
It's a war camp that was once a pilgrim's refuge. It's the state of the world though, isn't it? Holy ground turned into a battlefield. Pity about that temple. Would have been nice to see it.
It was lovely. It was a lovely temple. But you know, it was a holy site, and then it was the site of a weird cult, and then it was a holy site again. So, you know, these things go through cycles. Yeah, have I asked him?
What do you think of my advisors?
Leliana seems nice. Also a little frightening, but mostly nice.
That's her sweet spot.
You're not saying that for my benefit, are you? Are you so certain you're being watched?
Are you so certain we aren't? I don't want to wake up with a blade in my kidneys if I can help it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian only allied with the Inquisition because she knows it will bring her power. The most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
Oh, so you think she's beautiful, do you?
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
Well, it's complicated. Wait, can you say more things?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian only
Okay,
allied with
he's
the
gonna keep
Inquisition
talking
because
this about the
most
same person.
poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
Does that mean he'll only talk about Leliana here,
What do you
too?
think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely.
Oh, there you go.
Craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
She's pretty great. What about Cullen?
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I trust him to watch my back.
Wait, are you still going to just talk
You
about
must have
Vivian?
some feelings about our friends.
Have you seen the story?
Oh, there we go.
His descriptions of me are Colourful, to say the least.
It's like, I haven't seen them and I'd like to.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Have you seen the story?
No, stop. He only says the names.
His descriptions of me are colourful.
Okay, hold on.
To say the least.
Okay. Is he always going to say the
must
same
have
thing
some
twice?
feelings about our
Or are
friends.
you stuck?
Sera doesn't know
Okay.
who she is or what she wants. Doesn't even care.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I recall Blackwall and Sera having some fun banter. I'm
You
gonna
must
say it
have
again.
some feelings about our friends.
Sera
Yeah.
doesn't know who she is or what she wants. Doesn't even care.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Don't play Diamondback with Solus. You've been warned.
You know
I
what?
taught him the game last night. He turned around and beat me at
I
it.
really, really believe
Lost
that.
everything. Had to walk back to my quarters with only a bucket for my bits.
That's actually amazing. Okay, so we talked about Varric, Vivian, Solus, and Sera. That leaves Iron Bull and Cassandra. Is that it? And then we have a couple remaining people. Okay.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge. Inquisitor?
I don't know why. Oh, okay, they don't have.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
You already know what I think of your forces. I'm not sure what else there is to say.
He said that so.
You must have some feelings about
He said
our
that
friends.
so dismissively.
Madame Vivian.
Okay.
Only ally with
Okay,
the
bye.
Inquisition because she knows it will bring her power. The most poisonous.
You just later then.
Travel safely.
Can I help you?
Apparently not. All right.
Relatable.
I just want to. I've been trying to spread out the conversations, but I do want to.
What can I do for you?
I do want to before. I do want to try and run out some of the conversations before I do. We're not at the like biggest story mission yet, but we're close. Like we'll be story-wise moving on in some ways relatively soon, and so I do want to make sure I've talked through everyone's conversations before I do that.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Do the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops or skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flank. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
This is another list of forgetting about a thing until literally it happens, was the bit about... So Dalish is one of the people, one of the Chargers. And I had totally forgotten about the running bit of her being an archer. She's not. She's a mage. She's an apostate.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to
Hey,
some
we fought
curiosity.
magic trees in Origins.
Right. Sylvans.
Yeah.
Dalish called them.
Yeah.
Apparently spirits can possess trees too. Some noble in the Dales, and
We
they
made friends with
really
one.
Don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles. Had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Oh.
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
Hey, you're good people, Krem. Kind of wish you could romance Krem. I feel like that would be cute.
Do you need something?
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'll let you get back to work.
Did you need something?
Whew.
Is there anything I should know?
Probably not.
Redcliffe wasn't always a refuge for mages. Some of our recruits have family there. They fear for the place, as do I.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights
Okay,
meeting
yeah, I think we
nobles
went through this
is
stuff
beyond
already.
me. But I enjoy working with her.
How do you like
Yeah, I
working
do.
with
I
Leliana?
think we did all this.
Inquisition would not exist without her.
Yes.
I may not always agree with her methods.
This is ringing a stronger bell than the conversations I've had where I was confused about, am I remembering this from playing it years ago, or am I remembering it because I did it last week?
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Some Templars have joined us instead of
I do
following
think
the
some of
Order.
these can change as
Proven invaluable in
things
training
progress.
recruits.
I don't remember. I have no
I
more
should let you
questions, but
get
I'm going
back
to
to
talk to you
work.
again anyway, if you'll let me.
Was there something you needed?
Yeah, tell me about yourself.
I should get to know you better. We are working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
Oh. How to act for Eldon. My esteemed lady Sidonia. Wait, who is this? Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't reading this from the point of view of somebody we know and doing a terrible impression. My esteemed Lady Sidonia, I'd like to take full responsibility for Lady Marshalett's odd behavior of late. You see, we recently began the study of history. I thought that it would do the young mistress some good to be exposed to all Theodosian cultures and not just Orlais. It was a foolish thought. Regrettably, your dear daughter has taken a particular interest in Ferelden folklore. Oh, so he's mad that she likes Ferelden? Hold on one second. Just one moment. Let me just... And... No, thank you. Okay, and... Wait, no, get out of here. Oh no, oh no. Sorry, I had to take care of a bot, but now I can't get rid of the message that I used to take care of it. Okay, we're good. Okay, where was I? Regrettably, your dear daughter has taken a particular interest in Ferelden folklore. They don't like Fereldens in Orlais. Yeah. Yeah, barbarian. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was going to say, but I was like, I feel like it'll become clear from reading. She first developed an affinity for King Cullen, which seems to have devolved into borderline infatuation. She stared at me, eyes wide, when I told how he unified the barbarians with his allegedly incomparable might and charisma. Every time I tried to move the lesson on to something more important, she insisted I tell her again about Cullen, how the Fereldens say his hair was twice as yellow as the sun, and his chin more chiseled than the tallest peak in the Frostbacks. Twice now, I've had to tear down drawings she's tacked up in her bedroom of the man shirtless. She sounds great, and you're just boring. Then we moved on to the werewolves, which was even worse. As you may already know, the Fereldens venerate the folk heroes Dane and Hafter. Dane was said to have been a werewolf, and Hafter to have descended from one. No enlightened man or woman could ever view such beast people with anything but revulsion. But you know Fereldens and their love of wildlife. Unfortunately, these tales of wolfmen set the little mistress's imagination afire. When she... I lost it. When she suggested we put on a play for you about her... for you and her Lord Father, I could not say no. I'm afraid that's why Marshallette was running through the mansion, wearing wet furs and frightening the chambermaids. She was rehearsing a scene in which Hafter drives back the Darkspawn. I've been informed that some priceless family heirlooms were destroyed amidst all that confusion, and I cannot fully express my dismay. I understand if my abject failure as a tutor results in my immediate dismissal. A letter from Brother Bernard to his former employer. So he was fired then. Well, it sounds like Marshallette is the only cool person in her whole family and house.
I grew up in Ferelden, near Honley. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
Is Honleith where... Boo, indeed. Is Honleith where we found Shale? Because it kind of met a loathering fate, if that's the case. 'Cause that's a real bummer. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wah wah. Sorry, Cullen, that's rough. First you've returned in almost 10 years. Yeah, so he's just been in Kirkwall this whole time.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. An apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Sure.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men.
Tony
Not
Hawk.
sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
Hey, you know what? This is growth for you. Yeah, so the champion was our character in the second game, who, her surname Hawk, so we named her Tony, so she's Tony Hawk. We have very serious names in this playthrough, okay? QuiteContraryTV, Tony Hawk, Galadriel 2.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
Yeah. Yep. That tracks.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
What happened at the Circle Tower?
Few who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak of it.
That's fair.
I'll let you return to your work.
Yes.
If you require anything, I'll be here.
A reminder that in the first game, we played as a mage who was from the Circle Tower, and it got taken over by demons and blood mages, and Cullen was tortured a bunch. And that was kind of the start of his hatred of mages, which did eventually get mellowed out and tempered, but yeah, that's what started that whole sitch. There aren't actually any special shipments anymore. The exclamation point keeps appearing on my map, so I have to get rid of it every time. What do I have? No, I don't want this. I want my inventory. Did I pick up anything new? Oh, gosh, I sure did. Yeah. Dope. Okay. Solus, would you like a better staff? I am going to keep his ice staff if I remember, just in case I don't find a better one. Though what does Vivian have? Yeah, I think, okay. Yeah. Okay, and then a sword? That maybe Cassandra will want? No, she has a much better hatchet. That's fun. Blackwall? Yes, this is better than what Blackwall's holding. Okay. Okay, do I have any valuables right now? Okay, just the one. Okay, tavern. Actually, no, we'll hit up Varric. We won't have anything new to say to Varric, I'm pretty sure, but I'll just double check real quick.
Need something?
Yeah, I think we've asked all of this.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Yeah, we've definitely gone through all
Also
this.
inclined toward extravagant lies.
Yeah.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Did I ask you about, you know what?
Need something?
I think I have asked him about Red Lyrium, but we could use a
I
refresher.
want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
Oh, I can't get a refresher. I'll give you a refresher. So
I think
Lyrium,
that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Lyrium is like a sort of magic glowing rock stone. There's like lyrium veins, much like you would find gold veins. And
how much did you need?
the contact with raw lyrium can be very detrimental to your health. If you consume raw lyrium, it will like probably kill you, but it like can drive you mad. Usually it has to be distilled and like turned into either I don't remember exactly how the Templars consume it, but the Templars consume it to give them their abilities to suppress magic, but it is addictive. I think they reduce it to like, do they take it intravenously? It's something like that. It's very drug coded. And then it can also be turned into a potion for mages to take to re-up their mana. But it's a controlled substance that the Chantry controls. There's like, other than smugglers, illegal smugglers and stuff. But yeah, Lyrium, very dangerous in its raw form, and is even kind of dangerous not in its raw form. Highly controlled. Red Lyrium is like 1 billion times more potent. So usually dwarves mine Lyrium because they're kind of... are they naturally immune to it, or do they just have good practice? I think they have some natural immunity because of their magic thing. So normally dwarves mine it. They do not seem to have the same immunity to red lyrium. We discovered red lyrium in the second game, where it, as Cullen just mentioned, drove the Knight Commander of the Templars insane just in proximity. It also drove Varric's brother insane. It has like a very the One Ring effect on people, where they like want it. They like Varric's brother sold his and then kept trying to get it back. And by sold his, and I mean, oh look, there's Varric out that window. The Knight Commander Meredith got it, and that's how that happened. So the fact that now we are seeing red lyrium kind of everywhere is a bad sign, because it used to be rare. We like found it in a very weird abandoned place in like the deep roads, and it was a whole thing. But now it's kind of everywhere, and Varric wants us to go and fuck it up. Because, yeah, it's like... You can find a way to handle normal lyrium safely. There is no way, as far as we know, to handle red lyrium safely. It will corrupt you, and it will fuck you up. Do you have more to say?
Can I get you anything?
Oh! Yes. It's a RoseAllPlay. Here to refill my glass. I am in the tavern after all.
Oh yes, of course. You have to.
There she goes. Thanks, RoseAllPlay. She just had to finish off the bottle. Okay, all right. Did I ask these already? I feel like I did. Yeah. And I knew this already anyway.
Harris is the Inquisition smith.
Yep. Knew all that.
You can try buying from Segret.
His prices aren't too high yet. Thanks, barkeep. Yeah.
There's also my knave. Cheap, steady, things.
Yeah,
I understand.
that skip didn't look. And then...
You said Leliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern.
Oh, yes, I remember this conversation. Yes, yes,
You
yes.
asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I
Yes,
said
yes. We did talk about this.
Farewell.
Okay.
Bye.
I don't think Felissa will have anything new to say to me. All right, Sarah, what's up?
Something on?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people? Right, which ones?
I think I asked about them all already. Anybody new since I last did? No, I think Sarah's the latest one I recruited. Oh good, your least favorite character across not all fiction, but much of it. Hi, Venomous Goat, thanks for the 28 months. Oh.
We'll talk later.
Yeah,
Good, right?
my opinion on Sera is certainly mixed. I like her in theory, but in practice, she can be quite grating, unfortunately. I like a quirky lesbian, I do. But I think it was you had described her as being very like quintessential, LOL so random. Yeah. She is exactly the kind of immature that annoys you so much. Yeah, it's like... Again, I don't mind an immature character. I don't mind a quirky, you don't like them enough for her to get a pass. That's fair. Very fair. Yeah, yes, LOL so random. Yeah. I think, like, I like the way she talks is fun, but I just like, yeah. I guess it's a specific kind of immature that doesn't necessarily vibe with me. I will romance her someday. I'm gonna find a Kunari. I'm gonna make a Kunari and romance her. Because I don't like my feelings aren't quite as strong as Venomous Goat's. I'm not like she's my least favorite character in anything ever. She's fine, but I don't like necessarily take her with me a lot of places. And if I do, I'm very careful about who is in my party. Like having her and Blackwall in the party is fun, and actually having her and Vivian in the party can be fun, can be annoying. That one goes both ways. But sometimes it's funny, because the way she annoys Vivian is funny. You don't think you've talked to her more than once or twice and you never take her out. Yeah. It's, as we get to know her more, we'll maybe talk more about our opinions on her. Because I know Sera has her fans. I don't want to, poison anyone's minds against her and want to let them have their own opinions here or stuff. But that is my general opinion, is you'll poison their minds. You only recruit her because you are compelled to have the whole party. Super fair. Yeah. I feel like I don't have...
Is the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit much.
Yeah, okay. We've worked through all our conversations with her then.
For me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumor. At least I'm used to that.
Okay.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall, so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far.
So far.
Just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides...
Red Jenny is a good name.
Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, yeah? An even spread is all it takes.
If somebody spoke to you like this on the reg, you would fire them. See, I don't like this part of it. I don't really mind. I find like, and I actually enjoy like the cadence of the way she speaks and stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know. This is why I say that like she's a character I like more in theory than in practice, because like I do like the idea of her being somebody who like joined kind of with the explicit purpose of like making sure we don't get too big. See the cadence drives you up the wall. Yeah, I assume so for the H to be that strong. You also think you work backwards a touch and admit that. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, well, because the cadence is like kind of is part of the same like OMG so quirky, LOL so random like part of it, where again for me it's like hit or miss. It like is too much sometimes, but for me the cadence of the way she speaks like works for me and endeared her to me right off the bat, and it wasn't until like we kind of got to know her better, and that was kind of like the way she speaks was also the way she behaves, if that makes sense, and in a way that often didn't work for me. Sometimes did, but often didn't. But yeah.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
Where are the people you promised?
Around.
They won't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it, right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
Seems like there's no way the people who contribute could even know what they're helping with.
Don't need to. Maybe some ask for a target, a note like. But maybe they plant something just to help mess with things. I did something and something happened. That's a wish for some people. Probably not heralds. Anyway, sometimes I don't even do anything and people think I did, because something happened anyway. That's good too. Free payday. And free blame right. But whatever.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
She is like anonymous. Yeah, actually.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
It's all good, innit? I don't know, is it? Okay, let's go touch souls first.
Hello.
Hello. No, I already talked to him too much.
Goodbye.
Leliana, please fix this for me. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Did I read you guys the resolution of the bees? Because I did start the bees mission. Oh, Lord, hello. What's up?
I'm listening.
You got anything to say?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
Solus, the guy who launched a million opinions and continues to.
Perhaps you should look for them there.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I'd like to be a bard, would I? Hey, thought experiment.
To be a bard.
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics. The ebb and flow
I
of
don't have that.
influence, the great game. The bard's is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always
Not
talk
gonna,
later.
though.
Yes?
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Did I ask you
You
this
seem to
already?
know Josephine quite well.
I think I've asked
I met her a
Josephine.
long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball.
Fun.
She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
That's cute.
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue this conversation.
The sort of
later.
discretion that we
You're where I am.
expect from our spy master. Okay, I also think we've said everything we can say to Vivian, but I'll double check.
Yes?
Yeah, no, both of those we've said before for sure. And again, I also think we've said everything we can say to Josie.
Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will
You
be
okay, bud?
gently reminded of this.
How you doing? What's going on over here?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Cool. Oh, do I have anything to turn in? I don't think so.
Please tell me if you find something.
I will.
When there was no earth, you were the earth.
Greetings, Herald of
When there was
Andraste.
nothing,
Uh-huh.
you were
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the
I don't think
villagers in
anything's
Haven
changed
doing?
here.
They are terrified. Many of
Yeah.
them came here because the war between the mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of the divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Do you have
I think this
information
is the
on
same
people
too.
elsewhere?
They'll be like, they're
The
cold.
refugees in the hinterlands
Yep.
are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim villagers in... People have... More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Bye.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okay. Actually, let's redo a save here. And then I think, as long as the war table is what I expect it to be, it'll be alternate reality time. Yeah.
Master Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
Great. Yeah, we finally did that. Oh, right. I had thanks for the coin, Cullen. Yeah, great job, buddy. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I've made a special overlay for the alternate reality. Yeah, so I guess as a refresher for anybody so that no one's confused, we're going to do in Hushed Whispers. That is going to Champions of the Just. I said every other chant of light verse and not Champions of the Just. I was like, In Their Heart Shall Burn, I know is one. I just couldn't. Anyway, In Hushed Whispers is what we're going to do. That's going to be our canon run. But since these are mutually exclusive, I thought it would be fun to show you Champions of the Just. So that's what we're going to do now. So this is my alternate reality screen so that no one gets confused. No, wait, why are you upset? What's the no? Okay, this says, Champions of the Just. Note, choosing Templars will make it impossible to work with the mages. Yes. Recommended levels 4 to 7. We are over-leveled for this. We're great. Because it means I'm siding with the mage. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's like, in Hushed Whispers is like my favorite mission in the whole Dragon Age series. So that is not nothing. But also, yeah, we're a mage. It makes sense to want to. We know that the mages are in trouble, and it would be cool to help them out. Yeah. Look, in Hushed Whispers is pretty good. Yeah, I feel like I made the right call in my first playthrough of going with Champions of the Just. Again, as part of my trying to make choices I don't usually make, so that my second playthrough I can enjoy a bunch of new and exciting stuff. Because I do quite like Champions of the Just. I have not played it. It's been 10 years because I have not played it since my first playthrough. I've done in Hushed Whispers every other playthrough. So yeah. So I don't totally remember it. I do remember it being like, this is a good mission. It fully is only because it is in conflict with in Hushed Whispers that I don't end up doing it. Which is why I wanted to do it on stream. Yeah, it's just that in Hushed Whispers is amazing. Exactly. Yeah, so yeah, Leliana and Josephine have been working tirelessly to convince, coerce, and win over some of Orlay's most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach, traveling to Theronfall Redoubt and demanding the Lord Seeker deal with them or face the wrath of Orlais. The Inquisition has promised the Herald of Andraste as its voice in these negotiations. Trevor Morse knocking it out of the park with a score too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the In Hushed Whispers also has some of my Orlais, France. Yeah, it's fantasy France. But yeah, the score for In Hushed Whispers is also like some of my favorite in the series. So, yeah. So let's go. Trevor Morse is 3 times greater than Inon Zur, who is many times greater than Hans Zimmer. Or just roasting Hans Zimmer. yeah. We have opinions on Hans Zimmer over in the Contrarian household. Veilguard score is boring. You'll say it. Whoa, here she comes. I haven't played enough to have a strong opinion on the Veilguard score. I haven't played it at all since last week. I haven't played it at all this week. It's very distressing. I'm hoping I will have time to play this weekend. This week just ended up being shockingly busy for me. So, but yeah. You don't even notice the music most of the time. That may be why I don't have an opinion on it yet. But again, I'm very early in the game, so it has made no impact on you one way or the other, which speaks to your point. I mean, it's like my opinion of like Hans Zimmer is that he has done some bangers, but it's his scores aren't necessarily, which is no good for, well, most things, but for a video game, sure. Yeah. But yeah, no, that Hans Zimmer has done some bangers, but wants to be, but is not. I don't know. I think there are more interesting composers out there. You want to be humming the combat music. That's true, especially if you're like in that combat for a while. You want to be singing along or get super hype for a boss battle. This is disappointing to hear though, because I was like, despite being like not like super excited about Hans Zimmer to be doing the Dragon Age score, in part because I loved Trevor Morris's score so much, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss him. Trevor Morris did Inquisition. I was like, in some ways I feel like Hans Zimmer is well suited to a video game score. Because of if you have like a hummable tune that maybe isn't, I don't know. I just felt like it was possible that he would be well. So it's unfortunate that it was just like, it's unfortunate that that isn't the case. Yeah. Listen. I feel like people throw around accusations of being derivative a little too freely when it comes to music. Well, Hans Zimmer's a little derivative. Sometimes. Not all the time. But yeah. Anyway, this has been You agree, and you agree. Yeah, I know. This is something Catherine and I have talked about before, so no new opinions here. Hold on. I'm going to pop out here for a second because I feel like I've been getting dangerously close to peaking on my mic, so just going to adjust that a little bit. But yeah, a discussion we've had before. Unpopular opinion, I know. I know he is beloved by other people. And, like, I still listen to a lot of his scores. Like, they make the rotation, you know? The Pirates theme slaps. Barbossa is Hungry slaps. Yeah. But yeah. I'm just saying he's no Bear McCreary, you know?
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
I'm not gonna get into this much, but have I played enough to have an opinion on the voice acting in Veilguard? I don't know that I have. I feel like I'm early enough yet to be like, it's most of the dialogue in Veilguard for me so far, it's been very exposition heavy. They're doing a lot of catching people up on the world. And so I've in general been like, I haven't had strong opinions on it because I'm like, I don't know, how does one here's all you'll say is that it was wild that Nev was paid for that job. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I guess judging by Catherine's response, she might agree. Catherine has played much more than me. I say much more, but like at least 10 hours more than me. Yeah. So like, I guess for now I'm withholding judgment because I think it is hard to organically deliver that much exposition that early. You can also read a script with little to no inflection into a microphone, and you live in Edmonton. Where's your job, BioWare? You wouldn't be that harsh, but yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I like, because she's hot. She's been fine for me so far, but I've like, I'm not very far at all, so I don't have a firm opinion on anything yet, really, except that I have been enjoying the combat. Nev is a good idea, if only she were good in practice. That's unfortunate, because I do think she's a good idea. You only have 4 companions still, so, you know, fair enough. Yeah. But yes, you remember people getting worked up about his score for Inception should win best score, and you were like, with the way John Powell kicked ass with How to Train Your Dragon, insane. Fully agree. Yeah, John Powell also is, in terms of like a score composer, is somebody that I think I have. I haven't heard a lot of John Powell scores, but every one I've heard has been fantastic. But yeah. You have the whole party and will say no more, but nobody else is comparable in terms of your low esteem. Well, that's good at least. That's good. Okay. We must leash them for. Okay, I'm not gonna be that harsh.
If we present a plan to seal the breach, the Templars may ally with us.
First, we must prove ourselves a more attractive prospect.
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Difficult,
yes,
but not impossible.
Especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
I'm realizing my alternate reality screen is blocking the subtitles here. I'll have to fix that at break, maybe. Join the Inquisition and we will give you all the mages you can eat. We don't actually have that many mages right now. We have a couple. We have a few. But I'm one of them, and he's not allowed to eat me. Okay.
Is it my good looks you need, or my winning smile?
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
Yes, but we're uncomfortable with that rumor.
To encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition.
Neither. I'm calling HR. You know, I suppose that might be a fair response, I guess. Am I inspiration or bait? Why not both?
Isn't there the slightest chance the Lord Seeker will see my arrival as a threat?
Before, I would have thought he was a man of reason. Now, I could not say.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker.
Cullen!
We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Cool.
Several noble or legion houses petitioned the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernash approached him, signed nothing he offers, but his gossip's reliable.
I hope he knows the Lord Seeker's mood. The Templars will never help without his consent.
Leliana can almost put out a hit. That is true. That is true. Yeah, you don't think it is, honestly. There's not really a power imbalance here, given that you're, at the moment, just some Muna who fucked with a fucked up hand thing. Yeah, I keep saying, because people keep being like, you're the leader, and I'm like, am I? I think I just have a good hand that does magic stuff, because yeah. Okay, yeah, and so then this is your last chance to back out and do the opposite, unless you reload a save, which is what I will be doing. Okay, Leon and Josephine have been... Okay, yes, I read this already. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Here we go. We'll do just like this opening, and then I will... let's take the usual game. Let's do this opening, and then I will take a break. And then we'll come back, and I'll maybe try and fix this alternate reality positioning. I think I just have to lower it and maybe make it a bit smaller. I didn't think of subtitles when I was testing off screenshots, but not one with subtitles. And that's my bad.
The Herald of Andraste, Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dale.
Sure.
Nothing? Divinity puts you above such things, I suppose. The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
I also remember the Dale's issues differently. It's like, I could not be more obviously Dalish. Oh.
Yes. Never before has anyone purchased such an inspiring veneer of kinship. It's a grand day for genuine partnership and/or conditional servitude.
Yes, but I expect the Inquisition will still take the assistance.
Oops, I've turned you inside out. Magic is wacky.
Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'd divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The approval and disapproval all checked out.
Until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royeaux.
The Lord Seeker may not be singling the Inquisition out for praise, Lord Abernash.
A meeting is a meeting. Get his ear. See if you can't bend it to do something advantageous.
Sure.
Here we are. Therinfall Redoubt.
Oh, it screams, I hate fun and kick puppies, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. Present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
Uh-huh.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
Perhaps he has a plan for us.
That's not necessarily a good thing. Yeah, alright. We're going to take a quick break. I was gonna leave the rain ambience going, but last time I did that there was party banter because I stayed still long enough and I didn't notice because my headphones were in. I talked over it. And it was about Varric's chest hair, so it was good. It was Cassandra making a joke, which is huge, you know? It's huge. It was Varric being like, why are you taking me to the Conclave anyway? And Cassandra was like, well, the Divine had to see your legendary chest hair. And he was like, what? It was great. And then she gave the real reason or whatever, but that's not important. What's important is she made a joke about his glorious chest hair. It was very good. Okay. This shouldn't be a long break, 5 minutes tops. I'll just run an ad and be back. I love Cassandra. Yeah, Cassandra's good stuff. She has not approved of much of what I've done so far, but I like her anyway. Yeah, Cassandra's great. In general, I feel like there is a strong cast of characters in Inquisition, and I love a lot of them. And even the ones I don't love as much or don't like as much, I still liked conceptually, so it's more of just like it's a shame that didn't turn out the way I hoped. But yeah. She's totally cool with being proven wrong, and I love that. Yeah, that was I was talking a bit before about how like it's a bit of a shame when I do side quests off stream, how we miss some, unlike some immature companions. Yeah. Whatever your complaints about Inquisition, you like the party for the most part. Yeah, it's good. It's just, I get all excited about it's what I just like. I love Cassandra. We've only met Dorian for a little bit, but I guess expectation spoilers. I love Dorian. I love the final companion that we haven't met yet. Is one of my favorites. We've talked a lot about how I love Solus. Varric is Dorian is real good, probably your favorite of a game. Yeah, I cannot blame you for that. Dorian, I love Dorian so much. He's great. He's like, and like also all credit to like the writing and the voice acting for Dorian because that character requires so much charisma. And he's perfect. He's just oozing charisma. But yeah. Yeah, it's a good combo. It would have been very easy for Dorian to have been a grating character, and he's not at all. He is instead perfect, and I love him, and he's never done anything wrong. What was I saying there? Say something about, that one of the interesting when I do side quests off stream, it is unfortunate that we miss out on some of the party banter, because I think one of the more interesting party banters that y'all missed out on because it came up while I was doing side quests was Solus and Cassandra. With Solus being impressed, I talked a bit about this on stream, but like Solus being impressed with Cassandra changing her mind about us, about Galadriel too, because Cassandra was very convinced that we had killed the Divine, and she, as soon as she got pretty firm evidence to the contrary of that, flipped entirely and was like fully able to acknowledge that she had been wrong about that, and kind of baffled at the idea that she wouldn't change her mind. Because like when Solus is asking her about it and she's like, well, yeah, of course I changed my mind. There was really compelling evidence to change my mind. And it's like, I think that is a rare thing in a person. I think that is a difficult quality to come by. Even if it's a quality we value, it is a hard one to have. Part of why he likes Solus too. Yeah, if only someone could learn from that Solus. I can't say more. I can't say more. He actually does, like, when you prove, yeah, it's like I can't say more, but I disagree with that take on Solus. Yeah, I think it is more complex than that. Not about the one really fucking big thing. Again, I can't talk about that yet, but I think that's more complex. That is one of the takes that drives you crazy. Yeah. Listen, we'll get there. There has been so much build-up. There's so much build-up to the discussion that we're going to have at the end of this game. I mean, hopefully I'll be also, like, well into Veilguard at that point, because that would be interesting. But maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I was like, I feel like I won't be able to talk because the plan will be to stream Veilguard at some point. So I probably shouldn't talk too much about how Veilguard might inform these opinions as well. But anyway, we'll get there when we get there. I'm going to take a break. I'll see you all shortly. Yeah, you want to be very clear, too, that you're not talking about Veilguard. Yeah, I didn't get the impression that you were, but yeah, I guess that's something to take in consideration is, like, some people, we now have new enough content that people could have opinions that are informed by content that not everybody has experienced yet. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'll BRB. Did I change my... I don't think I changed my Be Right Back screen. I think it's going to say Phasmo again. Let's find out. It sure is. Okay. I keep forgetting to do this every time. Phasmo always says it's Dragon Age. Dragon Age always says it's Phasmo. Okay, here we go. Break for real. See you soon. I'm back. All right, I double tapped my mic and was like, wait, I'm not back on. Okay, can I? Oh, this is not, it might not be able to change it while I'm live, eh? That's would be unfortunate because I did change it. Hold on. Can I do this while? It probably won't let me because it changed. Yeah, because it's in use right now. Oh, okay. Can I? Hold on. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I can change it while I'm live. That's, okay. In that case, can I do this instead? Can I change it like this? Technical difficulties, everyone bear with me. Yeah, okay, I think I can't change it. Well, that's unfortunate. I wish I had thought of that, because I'm going to be blocking subtitles the whole time. So that's too bad. And I even spent break fixing it, but I can't upload it. Yeah, and I don't know that it's worth... I was like, there's a little part of me who's like, I'll just stop and restart the stream, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, my apologies for the subtitle blocking. That is my bad that I didn't test that earlier. Oh well. And I won't... well, who knows? I was like, and I probably won't be using this alternate reality screen again, but I guess who knows? Who knows when I may decide I want to do a bonus mission that is exclusive. I suppose I'm going to play a few choice-based games where this filter may, or this, maybe something to put over top of it. Yeah. Anyway, oh, what's going on here? You're welcome, Saberni, for the reminder. Yeah, reminder to everyone who plays Phasmo that the Halloween challenge this year was a community challenge. So even if you didn't play it, you can go get all the badges and trophies and stuff if you sign on to your Phasmo account. You might have a couple hours left to do that. Today was the last day, I think, to do it, and I'm not sure. We may be past at this point when you can do it, but But worth jumping in and checking and getting a fun little trophy. Okay, did I unmute desktop? I did. Let's get in there. Let's see what the... You think it's done now? I thought like around when I started the stream is actually when it would have been done. So unfortunately, I'm a little too late to warn those watching me right now. I think there was about a day left when I remembered to pop in, and that was yesterday morning.
Have you looked at the sky, Sir Knight?
Of course, but...
Is your order not sworn to destroy heretical magic?
Yes, but...
Then if the Templars won't seal this breach, action against you shall be required.
Action against us?
The Empress of
You heard her.
my dear woman, listens to her thoughts.
Oh, Maker.
Where is the Lord Seeker? How much longer does the man think we wait?
What do you expect? The Templars chose the midst of a civil war to storm off like children.
Deplorable. The Lord Seeker's mistaken if he thinks he's impervious to the whims of the court.
You know what? Time to start cutting off heads.
Talk for when we're inside, my friend.
I mean, Orlay would. Hello. Folded letter. Lord Bodrick. Bodrick? Yeah. I am delighted you've joined our cause. Last we met, we parted with such angry words, they still pain my heart. The Templars in Therenfall show the danger of letting outrage trump sense. Imagine the atrocities committed by apostates while they dally here. The Chantry has lost control, my friend. We must be the voice calling these errant knights to reason. If it pleases you, let us meet. I would apologize and put our disagreement to rest. Humbly yours, Lord Larcher. Larcher?
Excuse me, Lady,
Countess Dover.
Countess, ma'am. Is it true that the Herald of Andraste...
I don't know. Is it?
Is she here already?
I was waiting for spontaneous flattery, but I suppose the game is up.
You mean you're... Oh. Welcome. We're not used to mages here. At least, none who are pleased to see us.
Should I worry?
If Andraste has chosen you as her herald, I am sure she made no mistake.
Cool. Chillin' cool. I don't need to... I gotta remember that this is all getting loaded over, and I don't need to run around finding loot. Hey, bears.
Childebear, by the Maker, I haven't seen you in months.
Not enough hunting
Childebear.
in your forest, says Merhal. Give the bulls time to recover.
In that case, let's celebrate collaring these Templars by raiding my cellar. Some nice Tevinter whites this season.
They'll be well earned. I never thought the Lord Seeker would throw his weight into the game.
You think he dares?
Of course. This isn't some religious peak. The man meant to draw us out. Why drag his Templars to this rock, if not to wring out some concessions?
You know these Chantry types. Tricky to nail down sometimes.
Alright.
I present Knight Templar, Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Ferelden.
Do I know him?
Sir Barris, may I be so honored as to present Lord Esmeralda Abanage?
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. He said the Inquisition works to close this breach in the Vale. I didn't think you'd bring such lofty company.
Paris. Moderate holdings, your family. And the second son?
Wow.
This promise of status has garnered interest from the Lord Seeker. Beyond sense. The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
In an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy mandate,
That is what the Lord Seeker claims, and our commanders parrot him.
Sure. Do we disagree?
The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor, then marched us here to wait. Templars should know their duty, even when held from it.
How refreshing to meet a Templar who remembers his charge.
Win over the
It
Lord
is
Seeker,
refreshing.
and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
I have a feeling the Lord Seeker will take some convincing.
I wish I could reassure you. Lately, he sees no one but the officers. We've been asked to accept much after that shameful display in Valroyo. Our truth changes on the hour.
Don't keep your betters waiting, Barris. There's important work for those born to it.
Jesus Christ. It's like, okay, this is the first nice Templar we've met in ages. You gotta be chill, man.
These are the standards. An honored right centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite so he may see the order in which you honor them.
Okay.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows Watchers who you are and what you value.
Fancy title aside, I don't actually command the Inquisition.
That doesn't seem to matter. The Lord Seeker changed
I'm finding
everything
that.
to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You. By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
He's got a little
The Lord
crush.
Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
Okay, no, I'll do the little ritual.
We'll complete the ritual as the Lord Seeker requests.
When you've completed the rite, I'll take you to him. Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you.
It's people, Templar. Okay. We're gonna raise people first. No. I mean, I don't want to raise Templar second, but I guess I have to imagine in a universe where I'm taking this very seriously, and this is the path that I'm taking, and I'm not going for the mages, but I would want to be like, hey, let's honor them. We're here. Oh, that switched them. Hold on, go back. I was like, at least we're kind of on Chantries and Templars in general, so it kind of doesn't matter. We might as well raise the one that flatters them.
Really?
And now the Lord Seeker's gonna be like, oh, so you put the order above the Bride of the Maker, do you? Heretic. Yeah.
Could Andraste choose an elf? If it's the Maker's will, so be it.
Traditionally, a participant in the rite now explains their choices to those assembled.
I want to explain the choices. Hey, we're gonna try listen. The truth is I decided based on politics and a little of my own. The people going first was my own, but politics is why, yeah. And then, but, we're gonna...
This was a question of what I believe.
Yes.
Faith guide my answers.
On a whim? If it wasn't to impress the Lord Seeker, why bother at all?
I suppose those are
I'm
your
lying.
My intent is to deal with people who matter. You helmed louts are wasting the Inquisition's
Sir, how are you this
and
bad?
my time. Unacceptable.
At making friends.
The Lord Seeker awaits you both.
You live in Orlais.
Follow me.
What are you doing? The whole point of Orlesian nobles wearing masks is that they're supposed to be like, it's basically so that they don't have to have a poker face. They can like hide what they're really feeling, because lying to each other and politicking is like their whole thing. And this guy is wearing a mask and then just fucking being rude and loud about his feelings. I was like, why are you even wearing a mask, buddy?
Misty again. Cold today, too.
Yeah, you have bad news about what nobles do versus how they perceive.
Bring us to a better place.
stayed with the Chantry. They're like chickens with their heads cut off.
That's true.
Still waiting for the Lord Seeker to reveal his
I
grand
just
plan for
wouldn't
the
have
Order.
expected him to last this long. Okay. All right. Where am I going? This way? Oh. I cannot go this way. It will not let me. Ah! Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, everybody.
It's necessary, you know. You don't run a battlefield by committee.
Without faith, you've no knights. You've... Knight Captain.
You were expecting the Lord Seeker. He sent me to die for you.
Knight Captain, Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. No doubt rank puts you above such things. A pity more people don't understand that.
And now he's all schmoozy.
This is the grand alliance the Inquisition offers.
Yeah, Barris is the only person who's had any chill so far.
Sir Barris, I'm right in assuming the Knight Captain has seen better days.
You be ready.
Yes, be ready to be left behind, Knight Captain Denham.
The Lord Seeker had a plan, but the Herald ruined it by arriving with purpose. It sowed too much dissent.
Oh.
Knight Captain, I must know what's going on.
You are all supposed to be changed. Now we must purge the questioning knights.
Uh-oh.
For once, I agree with the...
The Elder One is coming. No one will leave Therenfall who is not stained.
Does everyone still seem fine?
Make us breath.
Whee!
The Elder One.
Whee! Ah! Get away from me!
Is the Knight Captain alive?
Barely. If you use a healing elixir, he may survive. If he even deserves it.
We'll heal him. Let's judge the Knight Captain after we find his master.
The Knight Captain may have useful information.
The Knight Captain's keys. I would question the Lord Seeker about this Elder One.
Yeah, Elder One. What's that? Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time looting, obviously, because I won't be using it. However, just a guy, probably. Just a guy. But I will loot bodies in case they have, like, quest stuff on them.
They are monstrous.
You think?
It's horrible.
Okay, good work, everybody. Wait, which way should I go?
Like no Templars I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And yet there seems no shortage here.
Not what I want to think about.
Sealed orders. Knight Captain Sigric. I gave clear instructions. The knights are restricted to the lower barracks while the officers plan our next action. I will not tolerate fraternization. The Order's pride has suffered too many injuries. Therenfall Redoubt is where we will regain our purpose. Send the offenders to me for punishment and extend training exercises by an hour. We must strengthen the knights for what's to come, Lord Seeker Lucius Corin. What's to come? Oh, I don't need that. Okay.
Want me to handle that?
I do want you to handle that. Thank you, Barrick. Okay, just loot and stuff. Probably no quest stuff. No. Okay. No. Oh, it's so hard to not just go around looking for everything. They usually don't put something that's quest necessary behind a locked door, but sometimes you get lore stuff. Okay. Just in case. The elder one, Tim from the store. Yeah, old Tim. Yeah. He is the elder Tim. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to read in there. But thanks anyway, Varric. Well.
Prepare them. Guide them to me.
Was that the Lord Seeker?
I didn't hear him.
What? What? Hey, Varric, what?
You will be so much more.
Get away from me. Oh, I guess I'm killing you.
Show me what you are.
Oh, who's hey now. Rude.
I would know you.
Uh-huh. Where's the more? Where are you? Where are you, buddy? Aha! Step back a little bit. We'll just step back a little bit.
I don't know what's happening. All the officers have been turned into those things.
Uh-huh. Well, but you're not dead, so that's good. Good job. Anything to read? Anything to read? No? Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, so this, like, very percussive music shows up a couple times earlier in a way that, like, is a fun callback once we figure out what's going on here. This is fine. This is all fine, actually, when you think about it. Hey, at least there's some Templars on our side. Those are the ones we'd be allying with. Yeah. Okay, so far they don't really seem to have plot items. That's... I will probably keep checking.
The Herald of Andraste.
Hi!
It's time we became better acquainted.
Nah.
Come, show me what kind of woman you really are.
I don't know. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. I didn't realize I had a whole group behind me. I should just keep going in a circle so that I don't run into them going back. Oh God, Jesus, hi. That's just funny. Wow. Fully nearly got struck with lightning. Hi. That's such a great discovery screen. Just question marks. Lord Seeker, normal, cool guy. Uh-huh. Find a way out. Out of what? Out of where? Uh-huh. Cullen and Josephine.
Is this shape useful? Will it let me know you? Everything tells me about you. So will this. Watch.
Leliana, you're being so weird. Oh, yes. Haha.
Are you trying to tempt me or copy me?
Are you trying to copy me? Being you will be so much more interesting than being the Lord Seeker. Do you know what the Inquisition can become? You'll
What's the
see.
classic? Ah!
When I'm done, the Elder One will kill you and ascend. Then I will be you.
Sure. Sure. Well, it's good to have ambition. It's good to have dreams. But I'm me. That's a great point.
Who or what is this Elder One?
He is between things. Mortal once, but no longer. Glory is coming, and the Elder One wants you to serve him like everyone else, by dying in the right way.
Keep talking then.
I am not your toy. I am Envy, and I will know you. Tell me, Herald, in your mind. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you see.
Just a lot of wild stuff. Okay. Okay. Hi, guys. Hey.
You're lying.
No.
Do you deny it? Do you dare deny your crime?
I remember this scene having less green, glowy eyes.
You think me a fool? Explain this.
But you know, I am fallible. I could be misremembering.
Our enemies have surrendered unconditionally.
The Inquisition's strength rivals any kingdom invaders.
Our reach begins to match my ambition.
Ooh.
But we will strive for more.
Hey! I'm me!
That's my body. What are you doing?
Is that a hint of fear?
No.
Interesting.
No. It's indignation. I'm not scared of anything. Ah! Sure. Sure.
Were you in earnest when you chose the people's flag for the standards? For when I am you, the people will never forget what you do to them.
Because of how nice you are, I feel like no. This seems like no is the answer to that. Hi.
Who would stand against us when the Inquisition commands nations? No one wise.
When the Chantry fell, we despaired. Herald of Utterasi. Stand in awe.
Sure. Okay. Ah! Oops. I did not time that well. Hi.
Our army could tear down a kingdom.
No force matches ours for strength.
Uh-huh. Oh boy, okay. It's like, I can't just hop through that, huh? Hey, what are the chances I can just...
And you see how glorious my Inquisition will be after you die at the hands of the Elder One.
You're hurting, helpless, hasty. What happens to the hammer when there are no more nails?
What are you? Get out! This is my place!
Oh! That's not how gravity works. Oh. Uh-huh.
Wait. Envy is hurting you. Mirrors on memories. A face it can feel but not fake. I want to help. You, not envy.
You look familiar. Does he look familiar? I'm just gonna say that because I don't recall if he does.
Who are you? I've seen you before. Have I?
I've been watching. I'm Cole. We're inside you.
Hi, Cole.
Or I am. You're always inside you. It's easy to hear, harder to be a part of what you're hearing. But I'm here, hearing, helping, I hope. Envy hurt you, is hurting you. I tried to help, then I was here, in the hearing. It's not usually like this.
Makes sense. It's gonna be more chill.
None of what you said makes sense.
I was watching. I watch. Every Templar knew when you arrived. They were impressed, but not like the Lord Seeker.
The Lord Seeker is an envy demon. It wants to be me.
Yes. It twisted the commanders, forced their fury, their fight. They're red inside. Anyway, you're frozen. Envy is trying to take your face. I heard it and reached out. And then in. And then I was here.
So you're a spying phantom who accidentally enters minds? That says spirit to me.
If it bothers you, I can make you forget. That helps. No. You need all of you right now to fight. Maybe later.
How is my body frozen back in the waking world?
Thoughts are fast. We're here. Outside, a blade is still falling, hanging in the air like a sunset.
If no time's passing, does that mean I'm safe?
No. It would be good if you got out.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, Cole. Can I get out the way you got in?
Yes, but I think you would die. It's your head. You shouldn't be out of it.
That's a really great point,
how
Cole.
do I evict everyone else?
All of this is envy. People, places, power. If you keep going, envy stretches. It takes strength to make more. Being one person is hard. Being many, too many, more and more, and envy breaks down. You break out.
So, if we keep moving in my head, we tire envy into submission.
Maybe. I hope it helps. It's more than sitting here waiting to lose your face.
Yeah, I'll take it.
This way.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Ideas are loud here. Make them louder. Think of water.
Oh.
Think of water?
Yes.
That thing can't help you. I will see more.
Oh.
Betrayed allies will curse your name. Like the first Inquisition, you will bring blood and ruin and fear.
Oh.
Unless you don't. You don't have to. None of this is real unless you let it be.
Get out, thing! I am learning!
The elf failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
Wow. Rude. Is that... Wow, that's like... How did I get pinned to the war table?
What do you say to your crimes, heretic?
This is a farce. I demand justice.
Have it. Take her to the gallows. Mother Gisela is no heretic.
She's pretty chill for a chantry mother. Whoa. Whoa, man.
Where is the herald? Let that tyrant charge me to my face.
Heresy against the Inquisition is the only charge we need.
I am a Grand Cleric of the Chantry.
You are a threat to the peace. The more of you in here, the better.
Yeah.
Baron, do you confess to conspiring against the Herald of Andraste?
I confess nothing. The Inquisition took my land and turned out my family.
Then your sons will be executed in the absence of a declaration of guilt.
What? They're just children.
Oh, I went the wrong way. That's me dead on the table again. Oh.
I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Oh my. He's talking about Cassandra? Okay.
It's dark, but it isn't real. Think of sparks. Keep going up. You're more you there than you are envy, and that tires it out.
Okay.
Good. I think.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I gotcha. Angry hiss indeed. Ah! Oh, hey, Cullen. What were you charged with? Wait, I have to go up? Where's up? Is up over here? Oh. Everything's upside down over here. Maybe I have to go back the other way. Like I said, I have only done this mission one time. Oh, I have to wait all. Okay, they all got it. I only played this mission once, and it was at release. Yeah, run. Haha. Get out my brain.
Have you gone completely mad?
I don't know, maybe. Is there anything to light in here? Oh my. Ooh. Yes, I'll pick up a prison key. Thank you. Ow. Ah. Oh no. Ah. Oh god. Oh no. Oh lord. Oh no. Oh. I was gonna use magic to try and get out of that one. Anything I can open here with the prison key? Anything? Should I keep backtracking? With the veil fire? No? Am I done? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
4 days without food, 1 without water. I wish the Herald would what she wants me to confess.
I haven't seen enough.
Well, that's just too bad, isn't it? Hold on, let me just check what's over here real quick. Let's see if I've got more stuff I can burn up. Yeah! Oh, who do you have here? I'm not going that way, but what's up this way? Oh.
Chevaliers couldn't stop them.
There weren't enough of them, boy. Val Royaux is burning. The Herald March is here next, bringing even more demons.
I'd die before I let that happen.
Righteousness suited the Lord Seeker as well.
Yeah, oh.
You're letting the Herald see more to sketch her shapes, but what she sees makes her stronger.
Thanks, Cole. No, keep talking. Oh! Are you chill? You guys chill? You guys good? Okay, okay.
You wish to be difficult? Then see the legacy of the Inquisition. Its followers hosts to demons, your world ashes. Show me what you do with them.
Or don't. It can't make you, not...
Oh, I interrupted him.
What then?
You're making it hard for Envy to think. It'll probably come out soon. It's angry, but that's okay. So are you.
Sick. Oh. Are these little demon guys my friends? You're just following me around. I was gonna just attack them.
I think we've escaped them.
What's the matter? Honorable Way is overrun. They say Tevinter's fallen, and Antiv is besieged by the demons that took Val Royaux.
Whoa.
Maker.
Ah. It's just, I think the demon just took him out.
Almost there.
Goodbye.
Keep going up.
Keep going up. God, what do you even loot in the gate? Okay, nothing important. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh geez. Up? Is this count as up? Ah!
Almost there. Keep going up.
In Celine's memory. Celine is the current Empress of Orlais, though they are in a civil war where her throne is in jeopardy. Ooh. Okay. This is familiar. Retreading. Hey, yeah, this is where everything happens, so we're fine. Hello.
Unfair! Unfair! That thing kept you whole, kept you from giving me your shape!
Thanks, Cole.
What could you gain from being me?
What could you gain? What? Ah! We'll start again. More pain this time. The Elder One still comes.
It's frightened of you.
Get out of...
Yeah! Ah! Ew! Ew. No.
The Lord Seeker!
No, an imposter.
But!
That monster ensured
Gross
we
butt.
weren't prepared. I still don't know what we're up against.
Yeah, where's Cole?
Did anyone else see a young man appear beside me?
What young man?
Pale, strangely dressed, clearly fade-touched.
I saw no one. The Lord Seeker was alone when you revealed his true nature.
That fake Seeker was an envy demon. Apparently I caught its fancy.
Envy? Then the Lord Seeker...
is caged or dead.
He really thought about that for a long time.
It used the red lyrium to corrupt the Order, didn't it? I knew that miserable stuff was risky.
Yeah.
They often give us new kinds of lyrium, our commanders. Some used the red stuff first to prove it was harmless. The Knights would have been next. That demon turned our leaders so we couldn't question when this started.
Then let's finish it.
Will you keep blaming yourself or help me end this?
Templar, what is envy?
A coward, brother.
It studies, makes less mistakes, but most of all, it hides.
We need our veterans. Our commanders have turned, but the lieutenants may still be fighting. We'll hold the hall. You find the lieutenants and the uncorrupted lyrium stores. Bring them here, and I'll give you envy. Show those things no mercy.
Okay, maintain a hold on the Great Hall. The Templars will hold the Great Hall, but their strength will wane over time, returning to help the Templars resecure the Great Hall, restore their strength. The Templars are overwhelmed. The battle will be lost. Okay, I need to find Lyrium and Templar veterans. Okay. Okay, it looks like through... Hold on, I'm just going to get my bearings a little bit.
Free to pass. I hope you're what they say.
Okay. Maybe if I just go through those doors. Anything?
What's the plan, Sabaris?
Envy's rare. Rank and file aren't trained for that. That's why it took us top down.
Okay.
But there's a few left who can handle it. Veterans.
Yeah,
Bring
okay.
them here. With them and enough normal lyrium, we can punch a hole in that barrier.
These Templars have just enough power to be dangerous to themselves and others.
We need Templars, but we do not need the Order. It is so filled with corruption. There is no saving it.
Interesting.
Glad to see Curly isn't the only Templar left who isn't crazy.
You're not mages. You need lyrium for this?
Templars deny magic, but envy demons are tough. Especially when they've had time to entrench themselves. The veterans can show us how to push. The lyrium will help. So when we break the enemy.
Break? You mean you could die?
A demon holds the honor of the Order. There isn't a man or woman here who will let that stand.
Sure.
Envy claimed to serve the Elder One, just like your Knight Captain.
Maybe it's to do with the war with the mages, but... I don't know anymore. This is all above me. But bring me the tools, and I'll stand to the last.
When did the Lord Seeker start taking over?
I'm shamed, whatever I say. If he was fake at the start, we let a demon walk in. If he was genuine, Envy took the Lord Seeker from under our noses. Arrogant fools. All of us.
I don't remember if we learned, but I think he was fake from the start because Cassandra made a big deal about how different he seemed. Though I guess he had already gone to the Templars at that point, so maybe there was a window there.
I need to understand how you could accept the use of corrupted lyrium.
We didn't know it was corrupted. The Lord Seeker only said it was better than Chantry lyrium.
That's it.
You have to understand. All magic is corruptible. All magic is dangerous, and yet all magic can serve. The red lyrium was just a tool. Or so we thought.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness to them, it's like...
I hope you're right. I'll return.
Pretty much no one outside of Kirkwall had seen red lyrium before, and most of the people in Kirkwall wouldn't necessarily understand that what happened there had a lot to do with red lyrium, or at least some to do with red lyrium. So not a lot of ways for that word to spread. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. God, where are there bad guys? Oh, hello! Hi! Wow. You guys don't look so good. You have a lot of lyrium shedding off your skin. I don't love it, I'll be honest. Wow, I super missed. Okay, was there another guy in there? There was!
The Templars who have not fallen to the corruption fight bravely. I pray there is enough of the Order to save.
Okay. Okay, Great Hall status. Okay. Great Hall could be chill for a second. Okay. I need to... How do I get... Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Oh god, it's time. No, I don't want any bad guys. I want to find a buddy. Are you a buddy?
You live.
Okay. Okay. Hey.
You bless us. I feared you were dead.
Just get to the hall. Barris will explain.
Quite well.
You got it. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, it did him going there also reset it, so we have time to grab the other guy. Okay. That is excellent news. Is he this way? Are they this way? Oh, hello.
Herald, you live!
I do! Okay, okay. Oh, you're over there. Okay, there we go. I was like, that Herald, you live! I don't know where it came from. Hello?
It's good to see you alive, Herald.
Yeah, it's good to be
Head
alive.
back into the main hall. We'll meet you there.
Of course.
Okay, okay. How many people do I have left? Okay, just 2. Okay. So I'm going to... Let's just head straight back. Let's just go and help out in the Great Hall and then go get the other 2 and no problem, easy peasy. We'll kill that MVD, but no problem. I'm not worried. I'm actually not worried. I think we're gonna be just fine. Oh. 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 Great work, everybody. Great work. Okay. Did I come through? Where did I come through? Over here? Yes. Okay. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
We'll make sure this side stays clear. The others need you.
Okay. And then what do we got up? Okay, okay.
Just in time.
How many Red Templars have you fought?
Some broke through to siege the hall. More will come.
Okay. Let me just...
We'll keep the hall, Herald of Andraste.
Okay, I just want to...
Show them the light.
Will do. Just want to make sure that your hall status re-upped before I abandon you. Oops, now I'm gonna have to fight more. Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean to do that. I just... Okay, okay, okay. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Back we go, back we go. I just, you know, I felt like we hadn't killed quite enough, you know? And I wanted to do that. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, hi! Having a time. Ow! Oh, you're over there. Wow, whoever I was going over here to attack is gone already. Wow. I did almost nothing. That was all my friends. Thanks, guys. You really carried the team there. Oh. This seems fine. They just like drawing eyes. I like drawing eyes. It's true. I doodle eyes on everything. Ah! Hi.
Empress Celine. He hates her, haunts her, wants her dead, but hides. Why? He hid other things too.
Hey Cole, where'd you go? Where'd you go, buddy?
The Elder One has targeted the Empress of Orlais.
Perhaps Leliana can discover why he wants Celine's head.
Why indeed. Okay. Okay, Great Hall status. Let me read these letters, please. Notes and letters from Theronfall. This note is creased several times as if it were folded and jammed into a pocket. Be wary. Every Templar will be on the watch for what you are. A Lord Seeker is never seen without ceremonial armor. I had a replica made. It should serve your purpose in Theronfall. Remember, Seekers have no place in the New World our master's building. The life of Lucius Corn ends with you. Who is... Was somebody giving the Envy Demon advice? Who would that be? I vaguely maybe think I remember who. And I'll talk about that more later, I guess. I want to get farther along in the mage plot before I start talking about what the differences are between siding with the mages and Templars. Okay. Ah!
That thing was commanded I can't.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of fair.
Make it take me out.
Hi. Hey, bud.
Maker. What happened to them?
Regroup with Barris. He'll explain the plan.
Good luck.
Thanks. Okay. Is the other person downstairs? Where are they? I seem to be on top of them. Oh. Nope, that's back to the Great Hall. I don't want to go back to the Great Hall just yet. I got a bit of time. I'll look a little bit more. Oh no, I am... Okay. Alright, I don't know where they are. I'm confused. Do I have time? Do I have time? Do I have time? Are they over here? No, that seems like a dead end. Where are they? Okay, they must be down here somewhere. It looks like they're on this level. Not there. Okay. Hey, excuse me, everyone. We don't have time. In here? In here? Oh, God. Red lyrium everywhere.
This must be the red lyrium the Lord Seeker gave the Templars.
Sure is.
The same kind we saw by the breach. Where did it come from,
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
Here, the untainted lyrium Barris told us about.
Okay. Oh yes, that was the last thing I needed. It wasn't a person. It was this stuff. Okay. Yeah, 3 crates, high grade, West Sink, Mines, Orzammar, House Keltar, 2 crates, regular grade, blah blah blah. Cool. Is it me or does... it is a notice pinned to the bottom of the page. Is it me or does red lyrium sound different than the rest? I caught the new boy listening to it after stacking the crates. Yes, lyrium sings. Dragged him out by his ears, but the knight captain says put him on the red lyrium from now on. Too lenient, if you ask me. Okay, run! Let's get back to the Great Hall. I don't have time for you, sir. Uh-oh. Where's the door? Is this the door? Yes, okay. Aha! No problem.
We're ready to follow. On your order.
You got it! Nice. Who dispelled that? Was that Solus? You're immune to lightning? Is that what that was?
Well fought.
Yeah. Thanks. Great work, everybody. We did it.
Right.
Right.
Keep them off us. We'll break this beast.
Red Templars, coming through the barrier.
All right, let's get 'em! I'm just gonna keep chain lightning them. Just as soon as it's right. There's just a whole mess of them. I can just keep taking them out that way. Oh, there was a couple that I could start. Ah! Ah! What the fuck? Alright, so they're coming out of a couple barriers. Is us attacking them affecting the barrier strength, or should I go try and... I guess I'll run over here and see if I can attack it directly. I don't think I can. Okay. Whoop. Excuse me. Excuse me, gents. Whole group of ya. No. Excuse me. Rude. Oh. I pay too much attention to one side, or the other side goes wrong. Oh, I should have a question. Where's my mouse? There it is. Alright! Where's he at? Oh, he's over. Did we do it? Did we kill the beast that easy? No, surely not. You have to go face him. I was like, if we did, I didn't even see him. Let's get him. Ah! I was about to be like, let's get him! And then he made it. Oh yeah, here's a boss battle arena.
I touched so much of you. But you are selfish with your glory. Now I'm no one.
Dark and desperate. Death to make yourself alive. I used to be like you. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either.
Yeah, Cole. What does he mean he used to be like them? For more information, read Dragon Age Asunder, where Cole is introduced and is the best. My boy, indeed. Good thing we practiced fighting a bunch of these guys in the Felomire, huh? Oh. Where are you going? Oh! Okay, out that spot. He's very gross. He's very gross. I do not like him. Oh.
It's trying to hide.
Oh.
Silence!
Whose voice did he use there? Mine? I can tell. It sounded more friendly than usual. Oh. Oh, thanks, Cole! Hey, don't throw fireballs at Cole! How dare you!
I don't know you, Leliana. I know all of you!
It is my voice. Uh-huh. Using my name. Bringing up the last name.
The Elder One promised you to me. No one will have you.
Listen, you're very strong.
What did you gain from being me? Everything.
Oh god, I'm in not a good spot. Okay. We're gonna get him. Thanks for your help, Cole. Oh no! Yeah, don't hurt Cole. It's like I can't tell him when to heal himself, so back off. Man, he's not even in our party yet, and we have the oh no, he's hurt dialogue. Oh. Return to the Grey Hall. Okay, let's go. Oh, hi.
The demon is dead. Andraste be praised. She shielded you from its touch. We've numbers
actually,
across
Cole
Vedas
did.
to let this happen. Our officers either failed to see it, or were complicit. The Templars are ready to hear what the Inquisition needs of us.
We need help with that. Oh, you know what you need to do.
That's our enemy. The breach can't be overcome with words. Hope won't make it disappear. If Templars still stand against ruinous magic, this is the moment to fulfill your pledge.
You speak truths we should never have ignored. But the Order is leaderless, gutted by betrayal. We must rebuild it.
It's the I don't like the phrasing, then yield and serve us. It was just gonna be allies.
Your order is a symbol that holds the people's respect. That cannot die today.
Sera greatly
We
disapproves.
offer you
Yeah,
an
that's fair.
alliance. Supplies, weapons, grounds to shelter you. All we ask is you help us close the breach.
I like the idea of them
Do we
disbanding.
take the Inquisition's terms, brothers and sisters?
Maybe building something else. But I don't think that's what we were implying with that answer.
The Templars will come. I hope your stronghold is ready.
Oh, don't worry. I think we're expecting company.
Hey.
Officers
I'll let
betraying
this
their
go.
soldiers, Templars without leaders, a demon imitating the Lord Seeker.
Yeah, they're a rough day for
We
you, huh?
should have taken them to task. The crimes they've committed.
Were committed by their officers.
The soldiers of the Order will serve.
These crimes put them at our mercy. Yet, the terms of this alliance do not benefit the Inquisition as they should. You should have consulted us, Herald.
Well, yeah, that would have taken a while.
It was chaos. I couldn't keep the Templars in the courtyard while I searched for a messenger bird.
An alliance with the Templars was our desired outcome. May we discuss their imminent arrival?
A few dozen veterans are coming ahead of the rest to help seal the breach.
How soon until these veterans arrive?
They're almost here. Templars don't like to be late.
Wait!
I came with you to help. I would have told you before, but you were busy.
Yeah. Alright, so normally I would be calm to Cole, but I like his response to the... I'm going to tell him to get down.
Off the war table, Cole. Now.
Yes. I don't belong here. I'm not a war.
Call the guards. This creature is not what you...
A moment, please, Cassandra.
I love him
I would
too.
like to hear why he came.
You help people. You made them safe when they would have died. I want to do that. I can help.
Why and how would you help the Inquisition?
The hole in the sky is too loud for spirits to think. It's pulling, pushing out pain. I want to stop it.
How altruistic of you.
She sounds so skeptical.
I can be hard to see. I can kill things that would hurt people. I won't get in the way.
Yo. Ah! Ah! Terrible. Though I do like that it says permanently throw Cole out of the Inquisition. Like, he's not going to let you kill him. You try and kill him, he'll just poof and off he'll go.
Cole saved my life in Therenfell. I couldn't have defeated Envy without him.
But what does he want now?
I think he really is trying to help.
Yeah.
I won't be in the way.
Yeah.
No trouble. No notice taken unless you want them to.
You're not honestly suggesting we give him run of the camp?
Yeah.
Not freely, perhaps.
You'll just forget he exists. That's right. Yeah.
Hold on.
Where did he go?
It's a good trick. You get used to it.
We must see if he can teach it to anyone else. I'll have people watch the boy. But let's not be distracted from the breach.
We'll need your help when the Templar veterans arrive. Take time to prepare while you can.
I like Cullen and Cassandra and to a certain extent Josephine are all like, ah, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And Leliana's just like, interesting. I would like to do that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play farther along than this. My recollection is there's not much more. Like, I'm gonna want to go and talk to everybody afterwards anyway. So I think it's time to undo all of this and load. Well, it's I suppose I could do a. Am I allowed to? I can't name them. Okay, so I just have to remember that that's the save that I want to delete is 3023. If I run out of saves, that's a save that doesn't matter. Okay, and then just jump back a couple hours. Oh no, I don't want to delete that. We gotta load it. Milestone. Yeah. Okay. No, we want to be all the way back here. And woo, we're back to real reality. Yeah. Oh, the door is closed. Are we back to real reality? Let me here. I'll just jump into the war table, and I'll be able to see if we're back to real reality. Yeah, they're both still there. Yes. Oh yes, right. I have to re-accept the gold that Cullen brought me because I did that in the alternate reality. Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing again and just do In Hushed Whispers instead. But we've been going a little over 2.5 hours, so I am going to call it. We're going to do In Hushed Whispers next week instead. And it will be, like, there's Forbidden Oasis, and that's the only other side quest stuff. So depending on how long In Hushed Whispers takes, we'll say whether or not we go on to the next major story mission right after In Hushed Whispers, or if it takes, again, it'll be a similar thing to tonight, where if it takes over 2 hours, then I'll just go and foots about the Forbidden Oasis. But yeah, so hold on, we're gonna save over this to make sure that that's the most recent one. Speaking of someone who will miss the week after next, I mean, we definitely will do In Hushed Whispers next week. I have literally nothing else I can do. So here, let's switch back to main camera. So yeah, this week there also won't be much to, I guess I'll do more or less the same recap next week as I did today, because we don't have to recap Champions of the Just, because that won't have happened. So we do technically have a couple spoilers, because obviously we learned that the Templars have been using red lyrium and that it's corrupted them, and that the Lord Seeker is possessed by a demon, and something, the Elder One is some bad thing. So that is stuff that we didn't know. As you can imagine, we'll learn at least some of that stuff in Hushed Whispers and as the game goes along. But we got a little peek into what is up. Probably the saddest thing about doing In Hushed Whispers instead of Champions of the Just is that, unfortunately, Barris will fall, because everything that happened just now still happens. Like the Templars that aren't taking the red lyrium, being attacked by the ones that are taking the red lyrium, happens without us there. And so yeah, unfortunately, I do like Barris. He's a good dude, and it is unfortunate that if you don't do Champions of the Just, that you lose him. But also hot, also a good looking fella, not bad on the old eyes. You know, nice to have around. Because he will, like, join. He'll be part of the Inquisition, and you'll be able to go and chat with him and stuff. Yeah, so that's too bad. But the opposite is true. There are characters in Hushed Whispers who we would not have if we'd gone through with our Champions of the Just playthrough. Yeah, if you're, I guess, mild spoilers, if you are concerned about Cole, because Cole, which, I was like, am I going to lock myself out of a companion my first playthrough? Because I did go and meet with Dorian and then be like, oh no, it's a trap. I guess I'll go to the Templars, and then recruited Cole, and then was like, I hope I didn't lock myself out of getting Dorian. But no, you're the recruitable companions that you can recruit on In Hushed Whispers or Champions of the Just. The one you don't recruit from the mission that you don't do, you will recruit eventually. So that doesn't have to factor into your decision there. So we will meet Cole still. We'll just have a new introduction. You'll all have to remember that we don't know him when we meet him. But yeah, I love Cole. He might be my favorite character. He's got some stiff competition in this game for sure. But I just have so much affection for him. Like, sure, I love him as a character, but I just, like, have so much affection for him. He was by far the most, so the book Dragon Age Asunder, which was kind of about the final straw that broke the camel's back, the vote that led to the mages officially rebelling, the events that were preceded by everything that happened in Dragon Age 2. yeah, they just like the fallout of what happened into Dragon Age 2 and how it eventually does lead to the Circle voting to rebel and stuff like that is told in a book by David Gator, who's the lead writer of the first 3 Dragon Age games. That Dragon Age Asunder is the book that is like about that, and has some good characters, has some good fun characters, but by far the standout character in Dragon Age Asunder is Cole. He's introduced in that book. That book came out before this game, and they did, when they were like starting to advertise this game, they were like, there's gonna be a character from Dragon Age Asunder in it as one of your companions, and I was like, please God, let it be Cole. I love Cole so much. I would love to have him as a companion. And then they were like, they did finally, I wasn't too much longer. I say finally, I don't think it was that long of a wait between them announcing that and announcing and confirming that it was Cole. And then I was so friggin' excited. And then they were like, but David Gator isn't writing Cole. And I was like, oh, that's a little disappointing. And then they were like, Patrick Weeks is. And I was like, oh, that's all right then. Because at that point, Patrick Weeks had just like finished up on the Mass Effect series, where they had written some of my favorite arcs in that whole series and some of my favorite characters in that whole series. And then they had moved over to Dragon Age for Inquisition. And they are the lead writer now of Veilguard and of the Trespasser DLC. And for the Trespasser DLC for Inquisition. And yeah. Anyway, so I think they did a great job in taking a character that was extremely interesting in a good book. Asunder is a good book. It's a good read. It's worth a read. But yeah, but Cole, yeah, I think I'll let like us all like meet and get to know Cole in the game before I talk about his arc in Asunder. But he just immediately had one of the most interesting like character hooks that I've ever read. And like it's similar in Inquisition, so like I'll let y'all experience it through Inquisition, but like I will explain the like added like twist to it, I guess, that he had to work through in Asunder. And yeah, he's also like in the last scene of the book and has like the most chilling mic drop, and it fucking rules. I love Cole so much. He's like, I don't know what it is where he's my good murder boy. Yeah. Anyway, so I am excited for us to meet Cole properly. Such a good murder boy. I love him so much. Yeah, his whole deal is very cool. So like not only is he a very interesting character and a very interesting character concept that I think is executed well, I also just love him. I just have so much affection for him. I'm like, nobody be mean to Cole. I'll fight you. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so we can look forward to seeing Cole. I will say, like, that's the other thing I feel like Champions of the Just does have going for it, is that is a very cool introduction for Cole. Like, just like meeting him in the Fade and him like understanding the Fade and being able to kind of talk you through it. And yeah, how much you love the other companions is directly proportional to how nice they are to Cole. Man, I don't know that I ever consciously considered that, but I think that is absolutely true for me as well. Yeah. Look, you don't have to understand Cole, but you gotta be nice to him. Oh, yeah. But also, you'll leave it there for now. Yeah. Same. I mean, I guess you can guess based on who my two favorite of our companions so far are, who's nice to Cole. But yeah, my first playthrough of this game I played as a dwarf, which like the lore for dwarves in this universe is they can't do magic because they don't have access to the Fade. So the way magic works in this universe is the Fade is, like I was explaining at the top, the land of dreams and magic and spirits, and you're said to pass through it on your way to the afterlife when you die. It's, you know, that's all that kind of stuff. So everybody, except dwarves, we'll get there, but like everybody has some access to the Fade. That's like where they go when they're sleeping and when they dream, which is why like when we were there just now, we were seeing kind of twisted versions of our memories, but also like future visions that were being given to us by the envy demon. So everybody has some access to the Fade, but if you have a particularly strong connection to the Fade, that is how you become a mage. That is how you have access to magic. So dwarves are unique in that they do not have access to the Fade. Oh, oops, I hit my mic. Do not have access to the Fade at all. They don't dream and they cannot do magic. So you cannot be a dwarven mage, at least so far. So it was very fun to play Champions of the Just as a dwarven character who had never, who not only had never been to the Fade before, but hadn't even dreamt before, had absolutely zero frame of reference for being in the Fade. And it was very fun to play a character who was just the whole time being like, what the fuck, 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 and like, made it so that like it was very easy for that character to immediately be attached to and trust Cole so much because she was like so fish out of water in that situation. And like he was like, no, it's okay, I'm here to like help you through. And like, again, this has been 10 years, so I don't know if I'm just like coloring the way I was like headcanoning as I played, or if there were like specific dialogue for being a dwarf who had never even dreamed before. But yeah, it was just random luck that I had chosen to play that way the first time, where I happened to be a dwarven character and I happened to decide to do Champions of the Just, to do because I always side with mages. So for my first playthrough, I was like, well, I'm likely to side with mages for the playthroughs after that. But yeah. And it was a nice benefit that like I played it and was able to appreciate what a cool mission it is without comparing it to In Hushed Whispers, because I hadn't played it yet. But it meant that Saberni and our older sister had both played In Hushed Whispers and were like, oh my god, oh no, we can't talk to you about it. Because I hadn't played it yet. They had to wait until I finished my full first playthrough and then did my second playthrough. I didn't even do them the courtesy of going back to a previous save just to try it. So, yeah. Yeah, but then it was fun because it meant, like, I don't know, a couple of weeks later when I was onto, because I really did nothing but play Inquisition the first like week it came out. I feel like it only took me a week or two to finish it, despite it being quite long. Though, in my defense, there weren't any DLC out yet, so that shaves, I don't know, a few hours off. But anyway, and then I think I started my second playthrough pretty much immediately afterwards, and then, after we're done it, I'll talk more about what my initial reactions were to it and like what I was texting Saberni and Jen, because it was very, Anyway, so looking forward to that. I'll do that next week. Yeah, it was perhaps ambitious. I kind of realized it was going to be ambitious when I wanted to chat with everybody first before doing the alternate reality. But yeah. Is that all I have to say? I think so. I'll be back. Yeah, I should be back next week. Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at my calendar to make doubly sure that I will be back next Thursday. I will be. We'll do In Hushed Whispers and we might do like 2 big missions back to back. Probably not, but maybe. Since I tend to play this game for like 4 hours at once, so that would be cool. But it means between this week and next week, I'm gonna decide on a love interest. So I don't know if anybody has any final opinions of what. I don't know that I'm gonna do like a full poll because I don't know that everyone will see it in that time frame. But if anybody has opinions that I don't already know, you can send them my way. But I think I'm feeling pretty good about either Solus, Cullen, or Josie. So I'll decide that before next week. As for other streams, I will be back Monday to do probably Phasmo. I have been basing it on like what is the weekly challenge mode? But I probably will. I usually at least give it a go, and if it goes horribly awry, if it's like I have to play by myself on like the prison map or something, I'll give it a go. I'll do 1 or 2 contracts, and if they go horribly awry, then I will find something else fun to do. But yeah, I will do a stream. Never again. I truly yeah, I think we should be a ways off of the really bad one on prison map. The one that's like, I don't think I've ever tried the prison one by myself, at least not on stream. But like there's the really bad one that you have 0 sanity, so it's hunting you all the time, which is fine. But there's I think the breaker's broken and you have all tier 1 equipment or something like that. Anyway, it's just miserable. So if it's that, maybe not. 0 sanity, no breaker, tier 1. Okay, yeah. And it was just like, you gotta change one of those things. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. I would argue much worse than doing Apocalypse Draws Near by yourself. Yeah. On prison. Yeah. Anyway, someday I will get to... I do think I'm starting to slightly know the prison map better, so I guess that helps a little bit, but it is, yeah, it's confusing. Just like Brownstone, I've started to get to know pretty well at this point, so that certainly helps a lot, though I still very much dislike the Brownstone map. But yeah, I'm just trying to work through I'm starting to unlock some tier 2 equipment, so, I'm just trying to get there. On my Prestige 2. But yeah. So anyway, Monday morning, I do have an appointment in the afternoon on Monday, so I truly can't go for too long. I must start on time and not go for too long. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll just do the rest of my outro. I apologize for how, like, I feel like I'm out of it brain-wise. I keep losing trains of thought, so probably good that I stop now. Okay, yeah, so I upload my VODs to YouTube, so if you want to catch up on any of my Dragon Age Inquisition stuff, well, I really have like a white folder open right now, and it's just blasting my face. Hold on, there we go. I have a YouTube. It's also QuiteContraryTV. I post VODs there. Any of my Phasmo VODs you can watch. I did finally update my Inquisition VODs to have chapter timestamps. So if you want to skip boring stuff, or you want to skip to just like, I shouldn't say boring stuff. If you want to skip to like plot stuff, or the quest end, and rather than like watching all of the exploration, or the like, if that stuff isn't as interesting to you, fair enough. But yeah, so I do time code chapters for that reason, and I had been behind them, but I have caught up, and they are all there, so you can go check them out, catch up on all my all Galadriel 2's shenanigans there. It's QuiteContraryTV, just like just like here on Twitch. I'm also QuiteContraryTV on a lot of places on the internet. If you want to find me on other socials, I'm QuiteContraryTV everywhere. But in case you like direct links, I do have a link tree that you can follow here to find links to all of my various social media. And check me out there. If you're looking for something a little more polished on your YouTube adventures, I do have another YouTube channel with a group of friends called Polychrome. We play games together, we review stuff, we talk about nerdy stuff. It's a good time. You should check us out. They're all cool people, and if you agree with me, if you watch our stuff and you go, wow, these are cool people, Mary's friends are so cool, I wish I could watch them on Twitch, I have great news, you can. Right here are all of their links. You are cool, Venomous Goat. We've got Venomous Goat TV streaming on Sunday evenings. We have RoboDude TV streaming every other Sunday afternoon, every other Monday evening, and every other Friday afternoon. We have Cinema Bun streaming on Tuesday evenings, RoseAllPlay streaming on Wednesday evenings, Vantana PNX streaming on Friday evenings, and Chromavision streaming on Saturday afternoons. Right now, a bunch of them are on hiatus, so give them a follow so that you can tell when they are back. Venomous Goat, RoboDude, and myself are streaming pretty regularly these days, but you should give everybody a follow so that you know when they are back. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I think that does us. So thanks a lot for joining. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to show off Champions of the Just because I do genuinely like that mission. And I haven't played it a lot. I actually had a blast just now because literally that's only my second time playing it. And it's been a solid 10 years since I last played it because it was only my first playthrough when the game first came out that I did Champions of the Just. So I remembered that we ended up in the Fade. I remember that we met Cole there, and I remembered that there was demon fuckery happening. Oh, and I remembered obviously that the Templars were taking Red Lyrium. But like I had forgotten that we brought a bunch of Orlesian nobles there, which I don't think that went great for them. So I had forgotten that. Yeah, and there was like a lot of little details that I forgot. Like I had kind of forgotten about the little scenes, little tableaus that the Envy Demon makes for you. I'd kind of forgotten about those. So that was a lot of fun to go back there. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll come back next week for In Hushed Whispers, where we find out what choice we really made. Yeah. Bye!